Good morning, friends. I'm so excited to see you. And as you can see, I'm back in the building. So that means that there's a lot of math problems that we need help with. You see, the lunch ladies were really needing help with counting out the lunches. So they said to me, Miss McIntyre, we have 25 lunches and we gave away 11 and we need to know how many there are left. I said, I know a lot of second graders that could really help with this problem. So I told them that we could do a few together. Yesterday, we did some subtraction problems with our actual place value discs. Today, we're going to be using our whiteboard and marker to draw out our thinking that way. So the first thing I see is 25 minus 11. I want to write this out vertically. That means one number is stacked on another number. And I'm going to make sure that my tens are stacked on top of my tens and my ones are stacked on top of my ones. 25 minus 11. I've got my tens and my ones here. If you need to draw it out, that's fine too. Now, I'm going to draw my big whole. I know my big whole is 25 because that's how many lunches there were in all. 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I need to take away 11. I'm not going to draw 11 because that's what I'm taking away from 25. It's a little part. 25 is my big whole. 11 is the little part that we know, and we are looking for the other little part. So now I'm going to take away 11. I see that I need to take away 1, 1, and I can, and 1, 10, and I can. Now what I have left is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's do a trickier one. But before we do, I want to draw a big magnifying glass around my hole. This is going to be important today. Since I drew this big magnifying glass, that's my big hole that I drew out, that I took away from, and that you can see right here. For my next question, 31 minus 18, I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. So I'm going to line up 31 and 18, making sure I line up my tens and my ones. Perfect. Which number is my big whole? How many lunches are there in all? That's right, there's 31. So I'm going to draw my big magnifying glass around 31, and I'm going to draw it in my tens and ones chart. 10, 20, 30, 1. Now I need to take away 18. But I can't take away 8 ones from 1, 1. So what should I do? That's right, I should decompose my groups of 10. So I'm going to decompose this group of 10 by drawing an arrow and drawing 10 ones. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like my big hole has changed. How many tens do I have now? That's right, I have 2 groups of 10, so I'm going to cross out my 3 because that's not right anymore, and I'm going to put a 2. And instead of 1, 1, how many ones do I have? That's right, I have 11 ones. Now, I can either take away 18 from over here, or I can go over here and subtract vertically. Remember, that means up and down. So let's do it both ways. The first way I'm going to do it is subtract from over here. So I'm going to take away 18, which I know is 8 ones, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 10. I'm left with 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's see if that's my answer over here. 11 minus 8, so I'm taking my 11 ones and I'm taking 8 away, is the same as 3. 2 minus 1 is the same as 1. I got 13 by subtracting vertically my ones from my ones, my tens from my tens, and I got 13 by subtracting with my drawing. You're going to need to know both of these ways to solve today. Let's do one more together, and then you're going to do some on your own, where you're going to have to change the big hole with your magnifying glass, and you're going to have to solve these on your own. So throughout this problem, I'm going to be pausing and asking questions so that you can really answer. So my first step is to line up vertically. To line up, nice. I'm going to make sure my 10s and my 1s are in line. 51 minus 13. Now think in your brain, what is your big whole? That's right, 51 is your big whole. So I'm going to put a big magnifying glass on 51 because that's what we're really looking at, and I'm going to draw it over here. 5 10s and 1 1. Now I'm going to take away 13. Can I take away 3 1s from 1 1? No, I can't. I have to decompose. I have to decompose. So I'm going to decompose this group of 10. 1, 2, count with me, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But wait a minute. Now my big whole looks different, right? So let's look over here. How many 1s do I have now? I have 11 1s. How many 10s do I have now? Good, I have 4 10s. So let's solve over here. Let's do our 1s first. What is 11 minus 3? That's right, 11 minus 3 is 8. Perfect. What is 4 minus 1? Remember my 4 10s minus 1 10. That's right, 3 10s. My answer is 38. You're going to have to do this on your own. You're going to have to write in these numbers here. And if it helps your thinking, you can draw these dots on your Nearpod for the 10s and 1s chart. But if it's too tricky for you to draw on the Nearpod, you can do this separately on a whiteboard or marker or with a pencil and paper. But make sure that you're doing these numbers correctly because that's how you'll show your work. So you're going to see a Nearpod that looks a lot like this, and there'll be 2 boxes here, and you're going to have to fill in on the boxes what the digits have changed to. So what the 10s digit and the 1s digit has changed to. Have fun subtracting!